I want a barrel. All right, go on. So anyway, what about?
So anyway, they've got Marty Jannetty. So we had Tony Atlas, who was part of that show at one point, and through whatever happened, he left that network.
Right.
Or didn't want to perform with them anymore.
Right.
So again, I wasn't part of it. In fact, I want to reach out and say thank you, 802 Blues, for telling me what was going on. I had no idea
802
what was happening. But Marty had a fallout over the weekend. Marty Jannetty's statement. Now, this is from...
fallout with the guy from this channel you're speaking of?
Right, so it's Dan. I think his name is Dan, right?
Okay.
Dan put this on his Facebook. For those who watched our Hell in the Cell watch-along last night, there was almost no more words that need to be spoken. On Friday and Saturday, we had two great, fantastic days with Marty. He was engaged in the process, and we recorded some great interviews for you guys to enjoy in the summer. And then there was Sunday. Keep in mind that man had 2 major ankle surgeries this year and is in a lot of physical pain, living with CRPS. I can feel his pain.
No, you can't. Go on.
Yesterday, unable to perform, would be kind of wound up wasting over 4 hours trying to sober Marty up. The interviews we produced were decent before the live episode.
All right.
As we took a break to prepare to go live, Marty vanished. I had no idea if he was coming back, and he left his phone at the hotel. It appears he went to an adult beverage store, and things declined at a rapid rate on the live episode. Again, keeping in mind the amount of pain he's in and the stress he's under with his current living conditions while trying to get back into full health. I tried to be patient, but a few comments crossed the line, and I had enough. I can't ever remember being that angry at one of our programs, but after 8 hours of this, I was done. We also had no studio help that night. Between it being Father's Day, people left seeing the condition he was in and the past experience. It was an embarrassment, yada, yada, yada. I guess everybody gets it. And then Marty didn't even get on the flight that he was booked on, but then later on booked it.
He changed his flight, right.
I care about the human being. I want him to get better.
I care about the human being, and I want him to get
CJ Junker goes, other shows, Balderdash.
Yeah, there you go.
802, Party with Marty. Go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I mean, well, first of all, how can you even be surprised that Marty from time to time will do this? This is Marty. So you've got to know who you're dancing with when you dance, first of all. If you care about him so much, why don't you talk to him privately? What are you doing putting this stuff out? You know, we never claimed to be Marty's best friend when we had our situation with Marty.
This is true.
Sure, we all want Marty to do well and to be well, but you got to know that from time to time, Marty says, fuck it. And Marty said, fuck it. So
here's my thing, and guys out there that's listening, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is just the way I feel. This is like taking a shot at a guy, but constantly reminding, like, oh, he's hurt, and, he's forgiven, but taking shots.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly what I'm saying. You're a wonderful guy, but I'm going to destroy you right now.
Right.
Give me a break, man. No one's buying your bullshit. We don't think that you're so concerned with Marty. And by the way, I noticed what he does with these poor guys. They come in, he lowballs them, and then he has them do 8,000 episodes in a row, right? And then he plays
that's the rumors.
He plays them later. Oh, well, that's what I've heard from pretty reliable people. Like people that have possibly already worked for him. So I might actually know from the people who directly work with you. Anyway, I don't know, bro.
Again, guys,
let them hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I don't give a
shit. If
shit.
we're wrong out there, please correct us.
Well, what are we wrong about?
Again,
I don't understand this.
Well, you know what?
How do you not know what you're getting into with Marty?
I don't know Dan that well. I don't really know him at all, to tell the truth.
Right.
Seems like an okay guy.
Right.
But what I've heard from Tony and what I've heard from Marty,
right,
this may not be such a good guy.
Right. And you know what? Not for nothing, I think he got off easy because Marty's got a mean right hand.
He does.
He's got a mean right hand.
Just ask my fat ass.
802 wait a second, you're not fat anymore. You can't use that anymore.
They name it Party and Marty and then get mad when he parties.
Right. Right. I mean, we did learn the hard way with Marty.
Absolutely.
Let's, come on. We paid him well, and all of a sudden he showed up. I was like, what the hell's going on? But anyway.
We got to get to our guest soon, but I've got to go over something, dude. So
go ahead.
I watched the A&E documentaries. These documentaries are wonderful. We've spoken about them. Everybody out there, I guess you guys have seen them. I hope you saw them.
Right.
But they had a documentary
Chyna.
on Chyna.
Ooh.
It's a new documentary from Vice director Maristach, aims to give a definitive account of the wrestling's phenom's life. It was Incredible Rise of Sudden Downfall. It was shown on Vice Versa on Vice TV, both as Chyna and Joni Laura, the woman behind most devastating low blows in wrestling. They were making the reconstruction of Chyna.
If I could do it over, I would have never been a wrestler.
That is her quote.
Interesting.
That is her quote.
Very interesting.
I will tell you, everybody out there, I was emotionally scarred, disturbed,
Angry.
angry,
There you go.
disgusted.
That too.
Okay, first of all,
That too. I got to get this in real quick.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to kick this thing off. You know what really bothers me?
go.
That scumbag manager couldn't leave her alone. She was happy in Japan.
Real quick,
She
Mr.
was
Iron Bodybuilder. We're going to get into it, brother.
All
But
right.
you put Chyna was murdered. That is exactly the fact. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Pharaoh.
It just irks me to no end that China had actually seemed to be finding contentment and happiness in Japan teaching. She was happy, and along comes this scumbag with this bill of sales that was worthless, and he was worthless, and he pulled her out of her happiness and brought her back into the... Listen, for China, wrestling, the world of pro wrestling was almost like toxic for her. She was better off in Japan living a regular life, or attempting to live a regular life, that probably the kind of life she had probably never really known, you know? So to me, it's kind of sad. I don't know what your take is on that, but leave the woman alone. You dragged her back here, and look what happened. What a quick dissension into the pits.
She did what she wanted to do. It's
True.
her life.
No, that's
okay?
true.
But you're 100% right.
I feel like she
you're
was
right.
bamboozled by a con man, and...
Look, I want to
what
just go through
happened.
the list of people that were on this show.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to go from something from like okay to worst.
We're going. Okay, so
All
we're
right.
getting increasingly worse as we go. Okay,
Right?
fine.
So we're going to open up with her sister, Kathy Hamilton. Right?
Shoot.
Kathy Hamilton, her sister, her blood,
Yeah.
in my opinion, from watching this documentary. Again, incredible documentary.
Okay.
Did her best to bring Chyna out of whatever issues
She
that
tried
she
to
was
help.
having.
Okay.
802, she did do historic stuff in Japan. I don't blame this young lady, right? She tried to save her sister, and her sister just didn't want the help.
Oh, and as far as Japan goes, yes, I think she was doing a program with Chono of all people. Yeah.
Absolutely, very good.
Absolutely. Good call there.
I have no problem with her sister, okay?
Okay.
Her
That's
sister
fine.
told the story about her family, look, broken family, big problems,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. China,
okay human being.
Like I said, when she was starting to I think she was starting to find some normalcy in Japan that she probably had never really truly had. You know, that's why I'm upset that this guy came along and yanked her back here to America, and the rest was just a rapid decline. But
All right, so let's
who
go.
else you got?
Next up,
Mick Foley?
Mick Foley.
okay,
This is what he. Great quote.
this quote is
You know,
is
again, I think I
fantastic.
got it right. It might be
Okay.
off by a few words. Being a wrestler is trust. Without it does not work. But a wrestler goes to the outside world with that trust, and people take advantage.
bingo.
Searching for acceptance from total strangers.
Yeah, bingo.
That
Yeah.
is China in
Mick
a
Foley.
nutshell.
Mick Foley's brilliant. He really is.
He didn't
Yeah.
say he tried to save her.
Yeah.
He said he was concerned about her.
Right.
But he didn't go overboard.
No.
They asked her opinion.
Right.
He gave his opinion about her
Yeah.
and her issues.
Right.
No problems with Foley. Okay.
Very cool.
Well spoken,
He's a
caring
bright man.
human being.
He's a bright man.
So we've
Okay.
got two people on there.
I'm an ass man. Go ahead, Billy Gunn. What do you got?
Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
This pissed me off.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
You know, he's in a couple of clips.
Right.
He says, I was angry when she passed. I don't know why. Then I realized, why didn't she just reach out to me? Bro, are you
What?
kidding me? Are you kidding me?
What?
Us, fans
Yeah.
of the sport,
Yeah.
knew this girl was going to
It was
die.
an absolute mess. Yes. What? This came as a shock to him. And I'm sure he could have contacted her if he was so worried about her. No. Couldn't he have done something for her?
Stupid comment. Just a stupid comment.
Why didn't she reach out to you? I don't know, man. Lame. All right.
Again, if you're going to say things just to say it, Don't say it at
Yeah,
all.
I guess. Maybe he was so absorbed in his own life that he just didn't give her any thought. Maybe he'd be better off just being honest about that. I didn't really think much about her, and then she was dead, and I was like, shit. Why don't you just say that? I don't know.
Just say it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know that Cornette said, Cornette talked about this documentary, and again, we'll speak about Cornette at the end of this.
Thank you, bye.
Cornette said that Billy Gunn lied his ass off and tried to put her over as this great wrestler.
I believe Jim Cornette, but that's me. Yeah.
And I, on the other hand, think that Chyna was a good wrestler. She was a good wrestler, very entertaining.
I think she was serviceable. We talked about this earlier today.
She's iconic.
Of course she is. Of course she is, but there's plenty of wrestlers who don't have to be technical gurus, and of course they're iconic. There's plenty of them. Chyna is a legend, period.
Thank you.
As far as her work in ring, you want to get all nerdy and marky? No, she's not Kenny Omega. I would be sickened if she wrestled like Kenny Omega. I want her to be what she was. She was great at what she did.
Mother Jan LeCue, 30 years of no relationship with her daughter.
Don't even...
To quote, she looked all over. But I couldn't find her.
Okay, now I'm mad.
You can't find
Now I'm mad because
ninth wonder of the world? You can't find her?
First of all, you should have been so proud of her. So freaking proud of her. And this is what goes on? 30 years of no relationship and now you give a shit? Boy, talk about too little too late. Shove it up your crank shoe.
But how about...
What is that?
I looked all over, but I couldn't find her.
Looking high, looking low. No, huh? How do you not find Chyna? She's huge. I don't understand.
So as I'm watching this, Jimmy, I'm thinking to myself, this poor girl.
Yeah.
There's no one there to help her.
Dude, there's nothing worse than a parent who says, piss off, you don't even exist. I can't deal with this. This is horrible treatment. This would have fucked me up unbelievably.
Gets
God,
worse.
I feel horrible for Chyna. That's horrible.
So this list gets worse, right?
All right.
Now we have producer and cameraman, the peace and love guy, Rob Pot-Yolo. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
What is this, a deadhead reject?
So
what
this
is
guy,
peace and love shit?
this guy's sitting there blaming everybody through the documentary to help Joni.
Yeah.
But no one would help her.
Yeah, what did he do?
What were you doing, dude?
Did he do something?
Yeah, he had sex with her.
Oh, wow.
And he did yoga.
Yoga?
Yeah.
Did he smoke pot? Because he's got the word pot in his name when he was doing yoga. What?
Jeremy, yes, definitely. Horrible mother. And I don't like to call anybody's mother horrible.
No, dude,
but
you know what? I got every right. She sucks.
But the mother is in the middle of the list. It just gets worse.
Oh,
I mean, that's interesting. This yoga guy, this producer, takes no credit for contributing to the death of this lady.
Right.
Are people this effed up in the world? Is there anybody that takes responsibility?
What? It seems to me like everybody just got a piece of her, and good luck to your life and where you're at mentally. If you die, that's the way it goes, and let me try to make money off you before you go.
But hold on.
I think it's absolute shit.
The director, Eric Angra.
Oh.
Right?
Now we get to the big prize.
He has sex with her, too.
Yeah.
And again, they don't talk about this in the documentary, but I did enough investigation that these two gentlemen with her.
Yeah.
He decides he's going to go shoot heroin with her. Because, hey, why not? Girl's having trouble. I'm supposed to be doing a documentary on her, but no, guess what? We're just going to go shoot heroin together because that's what she needs. Let me help her out because I care.
This piece of shit needs beating.
Well, he went to jail.
Yeah, well, I hope he got a real anal beating in jail. What the hell? What is this?
Loose cannon. Chyna did get a raw deal in the WWF, but again, if you're going to talk about that, look.
Very true.
She went to. We were discussing this earlier.
She
went to Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Okay. Regardless what the situation was between Triple H, Stephanie, and her, that love triangle.
This is
on a business level. She went to Jim Ross and said, "I am the woman Stone Cold Steve Austin. I want $1 million." And Jim Ross said, "Guess what?
Right.
You're not worth it."
And on top of it, if I can add to that, it wasn't just the financial or the delusionary statement like I am the female Stone Cold Steve Austin. She wanted to work with just the guys. Could you imagine Chyna pinning The Rock? It's not happening. She wanted to work with Taker. She wanted to work with all the guys because The guys could handle the fact that she was big and wrestle with her accordingly. The women back in those days were extremely small. What, Terry Reynolds is going to give Chyna a hip toss? Never. So she wanted to work with the guys on top of it. So she wants the same pay as the biggest stars and she wants to work with them? No. This is not happening. It's not businessly realistic. They had to let it go. She can't make a demand like that. $1 million. I'm worth as much as Stone Cold. Guys, come on. You all know at home that that's a bad business move. You would not give her that kind of money. You would not pay her what Stone Cold gets. And if she held you over the coals, bye.
Then she hooks up with X-Pac, Sean Waltman.
Okay.
And, Sean Waltman,
Can I at least say that at least he said, I'm the biggest piece of crap for doing this to her? At least he said it.
So he says it
doesn't
because
help.
that's forgiving, right?
It's
if
not-
I
it
say
doesn't
that
make
I
things
screwed
better,
up this
but-
girl's life, I'm forgiven.
Nope. No.
I'm sorry I did drugs with you. I'm sorry I made you do porn, right? I'm sorry.
He should be sorry that he made us look at that little pecker of his.
That thing was pretty big.
Not in Pharaoh's book. You call that a staff?
Pharaoh's always putting himself over.
I don't need to put myself over. I have trouble freaking sitting down. What are you talking about? Holy tree stump. Anyway.
Sting is 10. Guys, she was an adult. People have to be more responsible. Of course.
Agreed.
Of course.
That's true.
But you know what?
Very true.
Here's the problem with that comment, my friend.
But so many people
You
using
can't
her.
allow people like the biggest fucking chicken hawk out there,
Uh-oh.
Vince Russo,
Here we go.
Mr. Agenda.
Oh,
This
yeah.
guy is the lowest piece of shit. I got to be honest with you. I never liked him to begin with.
Bro.
This guy
Bro.
is a stinger. He's a chicken hawk.
Bro.
So people take advantage of people like Joni, Chyna, right? They take advantage.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's responsible for her whole own life. I get it. But with these chicken hawk, this
You know what that chicken hawk
walking
did?
piece of garbage.
You know what that chicken hawk did? That chicken hawk saw the sun setting on Chyna's life and got as much out of her as he could for his shit show.
That's right.
That's what he did.
That's right.
You know? So, and if you don't like it, Vince, fuck you. Okay.
And Phil, you're right about that, right? Don't push back on Vinnie Mac. But we had John Arizzi in studio. John Arizzi was on a quick ride towards being part of the WWE, and Vince Russo derailed him, took advantage, and screwed him over.
That was a fisting without KY. Absolutely.
And you heard it from, but again, we got to get to our guest, okay? Dude, I got to tell you, if Vince Russo ever wants to come on this show, I will not take part of this show.
No, I
I
totally
won't
agree.
even be able to control myself.
Well, you know what? If there's no Monty, there's no Pharaoh, so he could talk to himself. That works for me.
Here's the worst. This is the worst guy. Manager Anthony Anzaldo. I guess I'm saying it right.
Okay.
So,
Dude, am I really reading this right? Go ahead, read this
so
to the audience.
he realizes that Joni's not picking up her phone. So he gets his friend. They bring the camera. He knows what he's walking into.
I can't.
He films it. And, here's a quote.
He films-
Oh, my God.
He films
This
what?
is the-
he films Joni's
opens
dead
the
body?
door. Of course. They don't show this on the documentary, guys, but he did film it. Oh, my God, the cameraman says, something smells, Anthony. I don't have a good feeling about this. Right?
Yeah.
They walk in on her.
Okay.
All right? And at one point, dude,
This is sick, bro.
he claims on the video that he was trying to get her help by calling the show Intervention. Because everything's about TV. His wife, the mother wanted to split the ashes, and she wanted half for herself. This guy had a tribute and had pictures people taking pictures with her ashes. I was sick to my stomach. Then I had enough.
Fucking maggot. I'm sorry I'm cursing so much this week, guys, but I just can't help it. Fucking maggot, man. That's a fucking maggot. I mean, what kind of monster is this guy? What kind of sick fuck is this? You're a sick fuck. Is there any kind of law against that kind of thing? There should be something. That's so fucking indecent. Did he capitalize off this? He sell photos of this? I mean, what are we talking about here? It's sick, bro.
Anyway,
It's
guys,
so sick.
it's a great documentary. Phil, you said you weren't sure you want to watch it. You should watch it, but I'm telling you, you're just going to get sick to your stomach
Don't get
because
angry.
the animals that are out here that take advantage, if you're weak, like she was.
Whoa, wait a minute. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but apparently you wrote right here, this guy took her ashes and had fans pose with it for cash?
Of course.
This is fucking sick. Again, sorry about the 4 little words this week, guys, but this is like too serious to just keep it.
All right, we're running a little long, so I want to thank the band.